We have been hearing about the violence in Manipur. Some of us have visited already, and at this time it is good and aptly fitting. We hear from them what was their experience and what would they like to communicate to us. So we have a person, Mr. Cyril, who has got ready to share with us his experience. So may I welcome Mr. Cyril from Manipur community.
Having some place to go is a home. Having someone to love is a family. Having God is a blessing. Good morning to one and all, dear respected fathers, sisters, and all the peoples of our brothers and sisters from Myanmar and internally displaced persons of Manipur. I am Cyril from Manipur. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude on behalf of IDPs to Father Jations, Mother Suri, Executive Secretary, CCPI, Commissions of Migrants in Delhi, and Sister Rani, Cyril, and teams DCA, Commissions for Migrants in New Delhi, for inviting on this very day of 109th World Day of Migrants and Refugees. Well, we all are very much aware of what happened in Manipur, the violence which is going on. I will rather speak very few of that incidents because as we are all aware, all our houses are burned completely. More than 1,000 people of Jammu Catholics of Sugunu village and Sitam village of St. Joseph Parish, Sugunu Chandra district of Manipur, are scattered in Lanka, that is Kochif Chandapur district in Manipur, and in Aizawl, that is in Mizoram, and here in Delhi. Recently, I visited Aizawl, and I visited the relief camp where our Jammu communities of Sugunu, St. Joseph Parish were accommodated in the Ministry of Housing and Urban quarters, and I came to learn from them after interactions that they even said after the 30th of this month they have to survive by themselves. So it's very pity interacting with them. They're sharing their difficulties, and most of the children out there are also not getting educations. And sometimes I think what is the futures of those children out there, and they are just waiting for the help of others. Literally, what I see with my own eyes is that they have just advice which is spoiled and some few dollars which is given to them materials. They cook in the communities, so that is how they do their business out there. So on behalf of all internally displaced persons, and humbly request to fathers and sisters for rehabilitations back at home in Manipur and to provide some basic amenities. And once again, I would like to thank to all the fathers and sisters who are always with us, supporting us in every field. thank you all for the love and help, and also for those good people who contribute generously for us here and for our internally displaced persons. I would like to mention about Sister Pretty Margaret, who also identify our needs and provide us. She also organizes collections every year for all the internally displaced people, and she also extends every possible help she can. With this much of words, I'd like to end my thought. Thank you once again for all the help that you extend to us. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cyril, that you have shared from your heart in a nutshell what you have experienced in Manipur. I know he was about to break, but then he was holding on to his feelings, and I know many of us who are sitting has the same emotions, same feelings, and we have only one thing to say: we are with you. Whatever possible way we can, we will support you. So once again, encouraging for their steps, courageous steps that they have taken. Let's put together our hands and encourage them. So I know all of us enjoy music and singing. So we have a person who has newly arrived in Delhi who will entertain us with a melodious song. Father Norbert, we welcome you to sing for us a melodious song.
Good morning, all of you. It's a wonderful day to be together. We remember Jesus fleeing to Egypt. Jesus was also a migrant, and therefore he did not be afraid. This is a little song the tribals of the Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh they sing for you, a song translated into the dialect of this place, and the themes of Jesus being invited to a wedding in Cana. Gentlemen, they have gone through, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and therefore we need not be afraid. We need to take courage and go ahead, because we are all travelers, and then Jesus was in the boat and the disciples were sleeping, and then all of a sudden a storm of life comes, and then they are asking for help. Ayyaho, ayyaho. Clap your hands. Ayyaho, oh, ayyaho. You're in the boat. Oh, ayyaho, ayyaho, ayyaho. Chali, chali, umajhihan, chali. Boliye, chali, chali, umajhihan, chali. Saathi re, saathi. Saathi re, saathi re, chali, chali, oh manche, chali, oh chali, chali, oh prabhu, chali. Aandhiyon ne ghera, Andi Dagmagai, Ho Andi Onigera, Andi Dagmagai, Ho Andi Onigera, Andi Dagmagai, Ho Andi Onigera, Andi Dagmagai, Kapite, Menguthe Diya Gabrai, Kapite, Menguthe Diya Gabrai, Sati re, Sati re, gaye, Sati re, Sati re, Sati re, Sati re, Tome, Chelina, Chelina, Machina, Chelina, 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 Machina, Chelina, Kartike Prabhuni, Yoga Andi. Sati re, Sati re, Sati re, Sati re, Cheli, Cheli, Umachi, Cheli,
Thank you, Father Norbert Herman, the new Secretary of Ecumenism. So, warm welcome to, what is the full form? Full Interfaith and Ecumenism Commission Secretary. He has newly arrived and he is actively involved with all the other commissions also. So, we welcome you amidst us, as well as we hope we will have very fruitful time in this commission. So now we will have one more sharing from Chin refugee community. They also would like to share with us what were they undergoing and how they are feeling now. So may I welcome Maria from Chin community. Maria.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. First of all, I would like to thank Father and sisters for having us here and then give us such a wonderful opportunity to share our feelings here today. And now I will share what's happening in Burma, and then our pastor Augustine will continue with a words of thanks. My name is Maria, and I have been living here in Delhi for more than 13 years as a refugee. Today, I stand before you with a heavy heart to shed light on severe humanitarian crisis that has been unfolding in Chin State, Myanmar since 2021 military coup, and also the challenging being faced as a refugee in Delhi. This crisis has brought immense pain and suffering to the people of Myanmar or Chin. As we all aware, Myanmar military led by Mi Aung Hlaing had overthrown the civilized government and state coups on 1st February 2021. Since the military coup, the political, economic, and humanitarian crisis in Myanmar has only grown more dire. With support indicating nearly 3,000 killed, nearly 70,000 detained, and more than 1.5 million displaced. The region's ongoing sports art campaign continued to inflict harm and claim the lives of innocent people. Following the worsening arms conflict within permits and insecurity beyond its borders. According to Chin Human Rights Organization, CHRO, over 2,900 civilian houses have been born in Chin State as of July 2023, since the military coups. These were not just bricks and mortar, they were our homes and our cherished memories. The deliberate destruction and civilized property is an affront to humanity. Additionally, 342 Chin civilians have lost their lives, including 99 women and 42 children. We must remember their names and stories, for they are not just a list, but human beings whose lives were cut short by senseless violence. Landmines is one of the biggest challenges for civilians. It has killed the lives of 20 Chin innocent civilians, while 37 others have been left with life-threatening injuries. These are not mere statistics. They are real people and families, dreams and hope. Furthermore, at least 97 religious buildings, including 67 churches, have been destroyed by the military in Chin State alone since 2021. This acts not only violates the principles of religious freedom, but also rob the sacred space of our people. In Chin State alone, in 2022, there are 2 such attacks. In 2021, 2. These outbreaks have not discriminated between force and civilians, leading to the death of 35 innocent civilians, including 5 children and 11 women in 2023. This is our duty to speak out against such atrocities. We must demand that the international community take decisive action to put an end to this suffering. Humanitarian aids, diplomatic pressure, and the pursuit of justice for the victims must be at the forefront of our efforts. Since 2021, more than 130,000 people have been forcibly displaced from their homes. This is 25% of the population of Chin State. Over 70,000 people have become internally displaced persons within the state, facing uncertain futures and the challenge of rebuilding their lives. Additionally, over 6,000 people have sought refuge across the border in India, where they have established around 80 refugee camps in Mizoram. Another 8,000 individuals have taken refuge to Delhi, far from their homes and community. These refugees show how urgent the situation is and how they need help from other countries. Furthermore, after the military coups in Myanmar, nearly arrived refugees are not given the opportunity to undergo a refugee status determination interviewed by the UNHCR. Instead, they are issued only UCC under consideration card. This means that there is no full protection from UNHCR for these refugees, and they live in insecurity in the absence of the legal framework. In conclusion, let us not turn a blind eye to the suffering in Chin State. We must stand in solidarity with the people in these regions and work tirelessly to bring an end to this violence, destruction, and loss of innocent lives. This is our shared responsibility to ensure the peace, justice, and compassion prevail over the darkness. We I want to request, advocate for the right and protection for refugees in India and the establishment of legal framework to safeguard our future. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Maria, for that heart-rending sharing. There is much more than what she has explained, and they have had a hard migration to India, but they are surviving in India with all the limitations that India has. So, once again, let us encourage these Chin refugees who are living in Delhi and elsewhere in India by our prayers, and now let's put together our hands to appreciate them for their hard work and survival in India. We have with us Mr. Augustine. He takes care of the faith formation of this Chin refugee community. So he has set apart his life to form them, to sustain their religious belief. So may I request Mr. Augustine to come forward and share your views in a nutshell. Thank you.
Today is a beautiful day and the Lord's Day. In front of all of you, respected members, distinguished people, when we hear the voice like today, especially 109, World Day of Migrant and Refugee 2023, when we see this, our inner heart is full with joy. Oh, in some corner that someone is still remember us. And thank you so much for this beautiful nation, full of color, different background, different color. Let's call Bharat, India. How beautiful. Even though today our life is, everybody is like the same, one is we are the same, is we have suffered, we have joy also to share today about when I'm going to save my life, and then I try to listen other people how they suffer, how they becoming. Like in India, Manipur is, that is my journey. When I cross, when I flee to my country, that is the land that I step. Where is my tribe, my Kuki family, or those whoever in the Kuki or the Meitei, or that is a beautiful land. That is I'm crossing to get this Delhi. About 2 years to go, this beautiful plan from the Church of India by our beloved Pope Francis. Today we got a beautiful chance today. Sister Rani, Father Jason, and those who is working with us, thank you. There's a lot to say, but we have known enough, and then here how hard it is that there is a lot more to say. But today, above all our salvation, our thirst, beyond these two, there's another thirst we should have in life. Then so many things there will be, we cannot solve a problem with political leaders. They cannot solve if there is a plan of God. Once Abraham Lincoln was asked by his fellow friend that, what is that? I'm president. If God is with us, there's no one will against us. Abraham Lincoln answered, if God is with us, that is okay. But until or unless or as long as we are His side, if we live, if we focus on what He was told, what He wants to us, then God will give us victory. And then their party won. Because in America also there is a civil war, fighting a good life people and slave people. And today, as I mentioned, three things. Daily we are hungry. Daily we need for sustainability. But above all is our Burmese Catholic community. We are living in India like as my colleague Maria mentioned, 8,000 above. To all those, how can we survive? So we grouping above the 8,000, but the 200, now around 200 of our Catholic community just try to stay on the faith of the spiritual food. Then how can we sustain? On that, there's a lot of hardship and there will be a lot of disqualification also within among us, and because a lot of things is hardship of our people that in some corner they are working and then there's like a lot of this pressure of things, but we are trying to be united as a migrant or a refugee. We really felt that after I crossed that Manipur and Mizoram side, that the issue is occur. What we can do is when we crossing that the Manipur people are, how they are welcoming, how they are helping hands, and how they are bringing dal, rice, and everything, even spiritual, even the priests are visiting to us. When they heard that we are crossing, we really appreciate. And now what we can do, we have the same journey and we are the same prisoner of this nonsense violence. So we remember them in heart, in prayer, in our thoughts and novena. That is only what we can hope. And what I would like to say is why we are here as a refugee or a migrant of some sort. There might be literally what I want to at least. Myanmar was 3 times. The coup was taken. One is 1962. Here still some are. The Indian people was expelled. Some are stayed, some are expelled. That one coup is take 20 to 30 years. And another one is 1988, student unrest after that 1991. The majority voting democratically elected government, they were rejected, and the rest, that is the second time exile. And this is the 21st February 1st. This one is the third. How long it will take, we still not know. Why the reason is become? We take the idea from 1962 to 1988, 1990, 91, and now 2021. Generation Z. Why they are standing up, holding arms? Similarly, you see in Manipur that they protect their land with volunteers. Similar, Why the reason that what happened? February 9, there's a girl, a student, a college student, the first year of her life, Miet Tik Tui, 19 years old. When they are demanding that to release the leader of Aung San Suu Kyi, she was shot in her head. From that time, the Burmese people really understood that how the tribal people are holding arms. From that, this generation Z started, and when they expel, the most population is suffering. That's why we are in India. But as my previous Maria mentioned, here in India, we have some hope. And then as a refugee, the UNHCR don't want to recognize us as a refugee or migrant. So we are not mandatory that we are not called as a refugee. So that is what we are all the time praying, that how we can go forward in the future to come. Thank you for those who ever coming and helping out for our spiritual food and our physical food also, that to continuously contribute to us. Our church is the only how we can express our personal life and to continue to us. In Jesus' name. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Augustine, for your heartfelt sharing. I know he has volumes to share with us, but because of the paucity of time, we will listen to him again when we come together. So, after having listened to these emotional stories, we will have a dance now to change our mind. Before that, I would like to request Dr. Daisy, the DPC Secretary, to give us a message, because Chin community has a bond with Dr. Daisy because she has been voluntarily going there for medical checkups. So, a few words of message from you to the gathering. Thank you. Let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Very good morning to all of you. This was a surprise thing for me to be here, because I had come to be with you all and to listen to you and share this day. So you are a part of us. The first time I connected to Augustine, the community, so we feel part of you and we are always there to welcome you. The message is you should no need to be afraid. God is there and we are there in all your struggles. We understand what you go through, the challenges, day-to-day challenges you have. So we are company, we are there for you, and my message is we thank God in all circumstances because He is the provider for all. So never lose hope and keep your trust in God. My short message for you. Thank you.